News 8 Sports is brought to you from the Brennigan Auto Group Sports Desk. The News 8 Highlight Zone starts now.
Welcome to the News 8 Highlight Zone. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Jordan Fremstad. I can't believe it's playoff time
I
already.
know, right? I mean, Jim Mora used to say, playoffs? We'll talk about playoffs. Well, we can absolutely talk about playoffs. Level 1 tonight. We've got a lot of action coming your way.
Yeah, and we've got 8 area football games coming your way with some additional score reports from those who had to travel in this first round. Up first, it's 2-seed Onalaska in a tough Division III.
That's right. A Hilltopper team led by a hungry defense and a balanced offense. They've got 7-seed Monroe, a team with a couple of talented runners, each at 1,000 yards out of the backfield. So let's get to it. We joined this one late in the second quarter with the Hilltoppers trailing. Austin Larson, though, long heave to Hudson Weber. Couple of nice moves by Weber there, 83 yards in total. Hilltoppers would take the lead 18-17. The 2-point try, no good, though. We'll jump to the third. Hilltoppers trailing by 5. Nathan Lubinsky there punches it in on a back on top, 24-23. Late in the third, Cheesemakers slicing into the end zone. Nick Bansley taking the handoff, punching it in. Monroe connects on their 2-pointer. They're up 31-24. Same score. Larson throwing in the fourth to Weber again. Hilltoppers into the end zone, and that sets up this. Hilltoppers going for 2, but the Monroe defense stuffs Lubinsky. That is the deciding play as Onalaska is going home early. 31-30, the final. Also in Division III, Sparta falling tonight at Reedsburg. Out in Division II, Holman destroying Watertown 36-10. Check this out, Jordan. Brett Holden, 28 carries, 262 yards, and 3 scores. Meanwhile, Central losing a heartbreaker by 3 at Milton.
Well, we have a couple of 1-seeds from our area, and one of them is GET out in Division 5. GET opening the postseason, hosting 2-7 Marshall. Redhawks down early, but Luke Vance gets them on the board from 7 yards out. The 2-point conversion gives them an 8-6 lead. 2 minutes left in the half. GET even confuses our photographer, but Vance comes out of the pile, and he's gone, folks. 62 yards to the house. Redhawks up 16-6, a little closer than they wanted. 4 to play in the third quarter. Bryce Burns gets in on the action as he takes it in from 20 yards out to give the Redhawks a 12-point lead. And here we go again to put the game out of reach. Luke Vance, folks, with blockers in front of him, 75 yards. A man likes the big play. He had 10 carries for 204 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's all. GET gets away with a 48-18 win.
All right, same division. Aquinas trying for their first playoff win since 2012. They're taking on a tough Platteville team. This one tied at 7. Tyler McLean for the opposition throwing the swing route. The receiver here coughs up the football on the nice tackle, and Michael Liam pounces on it for the blue-gold turnover. And on the ensuing drive, Matthew Reutman taking it up the middle. He will not be denied. Blue Golds take a 14-7 lead in the seconds. Now late in the quarter, the freshman Jackson Flopmeyer airing downfield is picked off by the opposing quarterback McLean. Fast forward to the third. Third down for the Hillman. McLean chase out of the pocket, and Riley Hogg comes up with a big sack. And Aquinas will see GET next Friday thanks to a 28-7 win.
That'll be a big game. Parade Sheen is the 2-seed in that region. They've got New Glarus, who have an active passing attack. In the first quarter, PDC driving, but New Glarus gets a big stop on the goal line. Interception from Connor Seigenthaler keeps it tied at 0. 2 plays later, New Glarus strikes as Mason Martinson finds Darius Schwett, who makes a one-handed catch and takes it 60-plus yards, giving the Knights a 7-0 lead. But in the second quarter, PDC strikes back as Dylan Coleman takes it in himself from 8 yards out, putting the Blackhawks on the board, but they miss the point after, trailing by a point. Nearing halftime, PDC driving again. This time Coleman finds his favorite receiver, Ben Ritter, for the touchdown, gives the Blackhawks a 12-7 lead going into the halftime locker room after failing on the 2-point attempt. 35-14 is the final. PDC rolling on to level 2.
All right, so it's all smiles from our area in that region, and of course, it's usually all smiles when Bangor is playing football. Cardinals are a top seed in D7. They got Webster. Cardinals up 7 early. They gave it to Carter Horseman in the second, just going up the middle. Get out of his way, folks. 14-0 Bangor, and he wasn't done. Next drive, going left side, reaches for the goal line. Horseman scores 4 touchdowns in the first half, folks. Cardinals lead 26-0 at the break. In the second half, defense coming up big for the Cards. Webster taking to the air. Colton Peterson lets it fly, but Zane Langer steps in front of it, and he's going to reverse field. Takes this one all the way back to the Tigers' 25, and that would set up Matthew Osterley 2 plays later, taking the handoff through the defense and in. Horsemen tonight, 193 yards. The defense holds Webster to 69 yards total for their win.
That's impressive. Over to 3-seed Brookwood hosting 6-seeded Reedsville. Opening drive for Reedsville, facing a third down and needing yards. Brennan Dvoracek says, how does 36 yards sound? Sounds pretty good. He takes it right up the gut and scores. Panthers jump ahead by 7. Brookwood looking to respond, but they have trouble with the snap as Reedsville jumps on it. They take over in Falcons territory, and the Panthers take full advantage. Dvoracek rolling out to his right, follows his blockers, and sprints down the sidelines for his second score of the quarter. The Panthers too much tonight. They blank Brookwood 31-0.
All right, we got a lot more action coming up, including highlights from Blair Taylor.
Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone.
All right, let's resume some D7 action, shall we?
Yeah, we shall. Let's head out to 2-seed Blair Taylor. Ken, when I arrived at this game, I pressed record, and this happened. The Wildcats, they answer. Kane Fremstead finds Matthew Waldera in the flat. He shreds a tackle, and he's off to the end zone, 46 yards, and the extra point makes it 7-6 because of an early Beavers score. And then the defense, yeah, exactly, makes a play on defense. Nick Shepard picks off Travin Fabian's pass. But the Wildcats, they miss a field goal, so they still lead by just a point in this one. But the defense, they were stout tonight in the first half. Fabian tries to pass again, but it's a no-fly zone in Waldera's corner tonight. He joins the INT club to give the ball back to his offense. We kind of went back and forth for a little bit. Just over 3 to go in the half. Fremstead, that name just has a really good ring to it. Shaking tackles, heading to the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. They lead by 8 points. Now, just before halftime, Fremstead to Waldera, this connection worked a lot tonight. This time 27 yards, his second TD of the half. BT moving on. They win 35-14.
Nicely shot, my friend. All right, Wazeeka Seneca taking on Ithaca, a 5-4 matchup. In the first, Jed Scallon takes it from 14 yards out. Bulldogs leading 6-0. More in the first, more from Ithaca. This time, John Honer with the 2-yard score, extending the lead to 12. Moving on to the second quarter here. Bulldogs piling it on. Scallon again, this time from a yard away. They go up 20-0. Seneca Wazeeka Steuben needing someone to step up on offense. And that someone, Carter Lomas, 4th and 10, takes not 1, but 2 big hits and somehow stays on his feet. And then he is off to the races. What a play. 56 yards in total. 20-6 after that ridiculous play. I think that's a top play now.
Get the man some oxygen.
Not done in the first half. They go to the air. Parker Hissel to Chase Keller for 36 yards and the touchdown. Ithaca rolls in this one, 46-6.
All right, high school football playoffs continue tomorrow in the state of Minnesota. That includes Winona hosting Faribault in AA football. Caledonia continues their march to another state title when they host St. Charles. And in single A football, Rush Pete hosts Goodhue. And 9-man football, Houston and Spring Grove are both on the road.
All right, good luck to all of them. Well, we haven't forgotten about our college volleyball friends in the NAIA. 6th-ranked Viterbo up against a Dickinson State team that I actually used to cover back in my North Dakota days. Well, Viterbo tonight showing their class right from the get-go. Maya Roberts involved early. The lefty gets the kill. V-Hawks lead. And soon after, they back to Roberts, punishing this ball. It soars into the stands. And Viterbo is just in control from start to finish. Rachel Frankowski, the dig. Quick set to Rekka Drevlo for the easy finish. V-Hawks take it with a sweep.
And Winona State hosting U of Mary. They just have 1 win, but we play the games for a reason, folks. We'll start in the first set. Casey Volkman with the dig. Bree Maloney sets up Megan Flom. She slams it down, and the home team leads by 2. Now, moments later, Flom again. This just isn't returnable. It's a 2-point lead for the Warriors. Later in the set, Maloney using both hands on this play to give the Warriors another point. Winona State takes the set 25-14. Megan Flom hits a ridiculous 571, and the Warriors get a 3-0 sweep.
She is just incredible. Well, it has been an eventful World Series both on and off the field. The Nationals in the series for the first time out of D.C. They're up 2-0 on Houston, so they got it done on the road. Now can they make it 3-0 in front of the home crowd? Astros have a man on in the second. Anibal Sanchez with a changeup to Josh Reddick. And this one's going to find the outfield grass. Carlos Correa trying to score. The throw, a little bit high on that one. 1-0 Stros. Then with a man on in third, Michael Brantley with a shot off Sanchez's glove. Everybody's safe. You can make it 2-zip. Nats would answer in the fourth, though. Victor Robles pulls a Zach Greinke cutter past Alex Bregman. This one goes as an RBI triple to make it 2-1. Astros had built the lead up to 4-1. No final score just yet.
And we had some awesome news from baseball. Indians pitcher Carlos Carrasco is the recipient of the 2019 Roberto Clemente Award, which is given to recognize a player's high character, community involvement, and positive contributions. Carrasco was diagnosed with leukemia back in May and has spent time frequently visiting children, fighting the disease at area hospitals while receiving medical treatment for his own illness. He's also provided box lunches to homeless in Tampa, contributed clothing and backpacks to children in Africa, and donated toys and Christmas presents and money for supplies in his own native country of Venezuela.
Doing it in 3 separate continents. No one more deserving, I'd say.
That's what it's about.
Coming up, how Badger football is using some history lessons to prepare for Saturday's clash with the Buckeyes. All right, our play of the night comes from Zika Steuben. They struggled on offense, but Carter Lomas, 56 yards, broke 2 tackles. Crazy stuff. For Jordan Fremstad and our entire crew, I'm Ken Kozarowski saying thanks, and we'll see you next time.